Okay, I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks. Well, 4 and then 1 possibly to use to clarify. And I asked for 1 card from each deck, but some of them gave me more than 1. Actually, all of them, but the first one. So, the first one, which is your underlying, is from the Hero's Journey, Dream Oracle. This is the super dope deck. It's very dope. Actually, the bottom of the deck for that is the cover, which I thought was pretty cool. And that's Dream Redirection, redream this situation. So let's read that because I feel like that's relevant. There can't be any large-scale revolution until there's a personal revolution on an individual level. It's got to happen inside first. That's Jim Morrison. I don't know these cards, so I'm going to have to read all this. So, lucky you. When life isn't going your way, it is time for redirection. When you realize you are the director of your dreams, the ones you have at night and by day. You can orchestrate a change of course, tactic, or whatever else is needed. It's up to you to identify what is unfinished and how to close the loop in the most joyous and fulfilling way possible. If a dream is challenging, remember it isn't over until you experience a triumphant conclusion. If a dream is uplifting, remember it isn't over until you've received the elixir, the wisdom you can embody and share with others. If you face a challenge with an important person in your waking life, change the scene in your private meditation or in the privacy of your journal to the way you most wish it would be played out. Life is a dream and you are the writer, director, and wardrobe consultant. Thus, you can rewrite a scene in a way that is truly satisfying to your soul. As you practice directing your dreams, you will realize you can also direct your life. Yes, sir, son. It also reminds me of unschooling. That's like basically what the unschooling principle is. Dream symbol, a movie, play, or theater. Dreaming of theatrical events signifies that you are gaining awareness and objectivity about your life, the script, and the roles you play. This dream could be shedding light on any archetypal patterns or dramas you are playing out. If you dream of being on the silver screen or stage, it can be symbolic of your desire for self-expression, or it could be preparing you for prominence, success, exposure, and recognition. Mantra is, it's my dream movie. I can rewrite the script if I want to. It's my party and I cry if I want to. Okay, so that's your underlying. I don't even really know what I just read. So okay. My nose is running. It's talking about manifesting. It's completely what that is. It's talking about manifesting, but it's talking about it in a way it's not actually saying that that's what you're doing. Dream redirection is talking about taking control, realizing that you can contribute to where your energy go, what your outcome is, and what you bring to you. Of course you can, because if it's electromagnetic energetic connection, that's a frequency, and so it's sending out, right? So sending out from you. So depending on what you're thinking and feeling and embodying, because that's what's generating. Think of you as like you're the sun, right? And it's like solar power. Like it goes out, like the sun rays, they happen. We all can feel them. We can get sunburned, right? The same thing, it comes from your energy that's in your, like, from your spiritual body that's in you. Think of what, like, the nervous system looks like and your DNA and all that stuff. It looks like the universe because it is. Gosh, I just went on a tangent. Damn it. Yes, you can contribute to what you pull toward you and what happens. You do contribute, whether you know it or not, actually. So there you go. So this is talking about practical knowledge, that the acknowledgement that you can do that you are capable of redirecting what's happening, because it's all stemming from you to begin with. I hate the way that my face looks right here. It's like my most, right now, like, insecure part of me, because I'm old, 49. And so, like, you know, things are happening, but I'm going to just not worry about any of this, what I look like visually, unless it's so distracting for people who are actually watching it. Then I'll address it in a further one. But otherwise, this is your I don't care what I look like video warning. Okay. Okay, so that's your underlying. So this is about either a reminder to you, which if I knew these cards better, I'd say, oh no, I'm going to say that they're new. It's new because of this other card that we'll get to in a few minutes. Yes, okay, so this is a hello. This is a wake-up call, but it's a headline. It's a, extra for you. Okay? And the first card, again, I don't even remember if I already said this. I'm going to be smoking a lot of weed during this, just FYI. And I have ADHD, and I'm hungry, and I'm supposed to be doing Pilates right now, so my brain's like wherever. Okay, 37, which 7 plus 3 is 10, which 1 plus 0 is 1. Stop and take in the view. Take stock of the treasures you've earned. I'm going to turn my light on. This is cool. This is really cool. So I'm feeling like ancient ancestors. So I'm seeing it. That's what's highlighted. Because at first, it looked like mountains. Okay. So I'm seeing this is you, or your most recent ancestor, you, and here are all ancestors, and this is like a snail spiral, which to me, my first tattoo ever was a Mother's Day gift. Represents the goddess and the universe. What always is, what is always was, you know. So this is about that. This is about opening your third eye chakra and realizing, like making real your intuition, what your intuition is telling you, and what your deepest self already knows. But let's read this, Sean. 37. Stage 9 reward. I don't think I read that top thing on the other one. I don't think I realized it. Stop and take in the view. I'll hold it up again. If I can do this and read at the same time. Whatever we are waiting for, it will surely come to us, but only when we are ready to receive it with an open and grateful heart. Okay, so that's divine timing. Let's talk about divine timing. You might notice you get stuck in drive mode and forget to pause from time to time, look around, and take inventory of the blessings and treasures you've learned and earned along the way. Regular stops to take in the view are a must for sustaining steady progress over the long haul. Okay. I'm getting like devil vibes, like obsessive, like maybe like you're like a workaholic, like this is like something that's propelling you forward is without being able to take stops back and breaks and pauses and reevaluating would mean that it's stemming from something unprocessed, you know, and that can't be sustained for a long time. So that could turn into like obsession, you know what I mean? Or like excessive whatever you're doing, wherever you're putting your focus. I'm getting a whole bunch of text messages. Happy New Year ones, because it's New Year's Day. Okay. You've accomplished a great deal, but the real test is whether you can accept the blessings that are a result of your hard work. Cool. Can you stop and be filled with appreciation for all you've accomplished thus far? Okay, so giving credit to yourself. So self-esteem. It is now time to be showered with blessings, whether you are deep in the valley or on the mountain peak. Revel in the rewards of your journey thus far. Quell your worries about the false notion that a reverie will make you weak, complacent, or an egomaniac. In fact, take heart knowing that delighting in love and appreciation will give you the strength to journey further, thus multiplying the gifts you can share with others. I just read all that and I don't even fucking know what I just said. Okay, so it's about acceptance. Okay, so it's about being okay with accepting help, attention, blessings, positive things, and that if you can't do that and you have a hard time with that, that's a self-esteem thing. That's insecurity. That's somebody along in your life or situations that happen made you believe you're not worth good stuff. Or good stuff doesn't last. Stuff like that. Okay. Or something else. The dream symbol is mountain. Dreams of a mountain or hill represent attitudes toward achievement or challenges. You are learning to face and embrace your challenges so you can stand on the mountaintop and appreciate the new vista before you. If you dream of being at the peak, revel in feeling victorious, powerful, successful, and that you have what it takes to overcome life's ups and downs. Oh, I didn't read that right, but if you dream of being at the peak, revel in feeling victorious, powerful, successful, and that you have what it takes to overcome life's ups and downs. The mantra is, there's no there. There's only here. That's pretty dope. There's no there. There's only here. Okay, so this is about manifesting, right? Because that was the first card underlying everything. And then the actual underlying, or that's the actual, and this is the reading underlying, is about being okay with blessings and accepting it and letting yourself accept good things. So that could be any level, you know. Some of you that might, I don't know, it could be any level. I'm just going to go to the next one. I also want to say that you can't see this, and I'll have a picture somewhere of the spread. But this card is like the brightest, and mostly everything else is pretty dark. There's a lot of blue, and there's red that stands out, and then like a golden ochre color that also stands out, and muted, like dreamlike. Yeah, that goes, right? That's what we're talking about. Your intuition and stuff coming to you subconsciously, to give that stuff merit, because it's real. It's real. It's really happening. Okay, second deck I'm using, and I asked for one card and I got 4, and they came out in this like stacked way, and I just kept them that way. They look dope. Is from the Empathic Oracle deck. And this one I don't really use, but it was calling to me, so I picked it. I chose it. I don't know what the right word is. So this is the underlying for this. Because to me, it's important to show the underlyings for each thing, like, right? Because they're separate, each grouping. It says internal. I don't know if they're set up separately. Oh yeah, okay, so this is internal. This is underlying. It's number 34, which is 7. Light at the end of the tunnel. As the dark clouds release the rains of emotion, they cleanse the breath of air and wash away the wounds of the earth and allow the knowing that the sun has never left. As the empath goes about their day, the randomness of energetic experiences can seem overwhelming, not having a base from where you started or where to end. But you must always know that within the heart, the sun always comes after the storm. This energy of heaviness is allowed to dissipate by grounding or conscious direction outwards. Sometimes simply being reminded that we are the light allows us to be present enough to release the energetic clouds. Am I sensing the light in the moment or allowing the storm clouds to weigh down my movement forward? Do not get caught in the trap of thinking that what is will always be. Okay, so that's like feeling hopeless. That's the underlying. It's a pretty card. It would be a dope tattoo, like on your thigh or something, right? It's dope. I keep spacing out. Oh, the one under that is just so pretty. I'm just going to show Stardust. The glare is taking away the dopeness of these. These are really pretty. All right, so this is feeling overwhelmed. God, you're all yelling at me like, we know what it means. So that would be kind of like the swords, right? That would probably be like the swords in tarot. Like 8, maybe the 8 of swords. That's what I'm feeling. It's like when you feel like, or it could be wands. Like feeling a burden of things from outside that you're carrying, and maybe you don't even know you are. If it's empathic, you might, depending on your level of awareness, you might not even be aware that that's why you're feeling the way you do, because you're picking up on people's energies. Why am I even saying that? I don't think I'm going to show this to anyone. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Okay, that's what's underlying it. It's not giving up hope. And because, not giving up hope, because this hope is based on the knowledge that everything has a beginning and an ending. So if a bad cycle is coming, then there's a good cycle coming, you know? and it's never going to just stay in one. It's always has to go in both. What happens is the level of intensity, the more aware you get of how long you stay, the level of intensity of how long you stay in each one changes. It gets less in the negative, because you're able to see it quicker. So it goes up here. You feel me? So it can go like this instead of going all the way around. Okay. Woo, all right. Okay, so I think I'm gonna, because I don't know these cards, right? So we're learning them together right now. I'm gonna tell you what they are in the order, and then I'm gonna figure out what they are. So you have open heart, phases, desert, and mountains. So I just do it based on that. I'm going to show you. So desert to mountains is like a huge jump, right? Like a huge contrast. So that's sticking out to me. And this is saying, this is about like where you are and what can happen if you stay on this path, this positive path. So, and yeah, this one looks like a vagina. All these cards are beautiful. This is open heart. This is, oh, and the number is 8. That's 35, 8. This is 16. That's 7. This is phases. This is 31, desert, 4. And this is 17, which is 8, mountains. They're pretty, right? They're pretty cards. Okay, so let's see what it says. Oh, I didn't realize that. Your underlying was number 34 and your first one is number 35. So that's dope. And then you have, it goes 35, 16, 31, 17. So 35, 34, 35, 31, and 16, 17. Interesting. Open heart. There are those who create and those who destroy. Each needs the other to exist. But those who feel the wisdom of trust need only their own open hearts to exist. Ah, this is about being able to trust your intuition. Yeah, by being grounded, right? As an empath, you sense deeply when others' hearts are open in your own body. Oh, yes. At times you internalize this energetic experience, and your own heart can close. This begins the lesson of the duality of love. My heart doesn't close. So this is fascinating to me. As an empath, your depth of understanding begins to teach you at every turn that the experience of an open heart to yourself teaches the closed hearts of others. As an empath, your depth of understanding begins to teach you at every turn that the experience of an open heart to... Okay. The light of love is truly the only choice. Unconditional love is the gift of an open heart. Okay, I have a problem with the way that's worded. The light of love is truly the only choice. Is it though? Like we just said, you need both to exist, right? And so shadows are just as important. You feel me? But like, yeah, you do want to stay predominantly in the light. But that's not, they're both equally important because you can't have one without the other. You feel me? Unconditional love is the gift of an open heart. In this situation, are there attachments or obligations that are hand in hand with the love that is being given or received? Huh. I feel like this is saying multiple different things. So this wants you to remember to open your heart. So this is, you're coming out of some kind of pain. Serious, like significant enough that your heart is closing off, or maybe your mind is closing off. Like sometimes it is like you feel that your heart is like, ooh, you can feel that, right? I guess some people maybe stay with that. And then sometimes it's your mind where you're like the thought of like a relationship is like no, or the thought of whatever that was is like no, never. You know what I mean? That's being closed. So and it's also saying like you're an example. But it's true, because we're all mirrors of each other. All of us. Everybody is. Some people are just more in tune with each other than others. You know what I mean? Not everyone is on the same frequency, but we're all mirrors. And so I guess the level of what you can mirror back absolutely is dependent upon what your frequency level is and what the person or whatever is. In this situation, are there attachments or obligations that are hand in hand with the love that is being given? Keep thinking of a parent, right? Attachments hand in hand with the love. What? You can't be attached if you're in love, because there is no attachments in love, right? But you can feel attached. That just sounds weird and like evil. Well, deceptive, right? Manipulative. Coercive. So is that saying that some people's love is dependent upon what you're giving? Oh, I don't know. I'm going off. Okay, I'm going to the next one. Try to figure this out. Phases. I keep having this dialogue in my head of like, I don't know if I'm going to even show anyone this, but I promised that I would share it to Spirit, but I just feel like it's already 27 minutes and we're just like halfway through. I mean, a lot of readers are long. Okay, whatever. Okay. I need to listen to this reading myself. Okay, phases. Trying to get it so... Where the fuck... Oh, God. Sorry, y'all. Every season has its reason. And mine is acceptance of the moment. Okay. As an empath, you find yourself not only sensitive to people and places, but the unfolding phases of change. Right, of course. Letting go and letting change happen is one of the greatest gifts that one can give themselves. Surrender to the flow of the universe. It is so fucking hard, and that is literally where I am right now, in the middle of that. So I'm here to tell you that you can get at least to the middle, but some people get all the way through, so it's possible. You forgot where I was. And then I keep saying myself, and I'm like, ah! I'm like, letting go. No, my bad. Sorry, guys. You may notice how quickly one's path begins to move forward when letting go replaces impatience, right? And dwelling on the particulars of a situation. Yeah. Always honor where you are on your path as well as others. Trust that each moment is a phase in a grand tapestry of experience that will change when the time and energy is right. Am I not allowing myself to flow into the energy of the moment? Am I judging people, situations, and moments in a way that allows me to be stuck in this moment? So this is a whole lot of sword energy, air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That's what this is saying. There's so much of the like being stuck, fighting yourself. That's almost like the Two of Swords. So far it's about letting some kind of pain or fear or anger insecurity, that's a fear, right? Almost letting it take over. Like, this is like, you're like, hello, don't let this, you're doing this, it's time for you to stop. Like, come on, it's time for you to stop. And this is why, because you can trust in yourself. You've come really far and you can trust in yourself. So we have something about, take stock of the treasures you've earned. So don't get so stuck in your trying to heal that you don't notice that you're actually healing. Feel me? And give yourself credit for that, for the work. And give yourself credit, meaning you're reliable. You're a reliable source. You feel me? Like, you're not what are you doing all this work for? To just torture yourself and stay in it forever? No. Right? Okay. 31. I feel like I need lip balm, but I'm not gonna fucking use that shit. I'm not doing that. I'm not changing anything on me so that I look better in a fucking video for you guys. Sorry. Not doing it. I'll do the best I can to like kind of get a good angle, you know, the one that I don't super hate, but that's it. Like I'm saying, you're gonna have to deal with all this all the time. This is so pretty. Look at the flowers, seem like they're underneath the earth. And then again, I see a spiral that like looks like, it's reminding me of a snail. And like leaves and stuff. And little S's. So I don't know if the letter S, somehow significant to any of you. Also like the Southwest I'm thinking of. Or like also The Alchemist, the book. Okay. It's pretty, right? Desert. The barrenness of the dry, parched landscape may seem to be my destination, but still it asks me to look closely for its beauty. So often on the journey forward, you see only muted shades of gray, and this begins to become your emotional mood. So this is all saying the same thing, right? As the previous. Steps forward seem pointless because the purpose seems to have lost its destination into vibrant color. As an empath, you must not forget your sensitivity to energy allows you to search out even the tiniest ray of vibrancy of color in every journey. Amen. That's my life there, son. The colors are always there. You must simply believe and feel. Okay. Has that which is before me lost its appeal? Do I allow myself to always look for hidden meanings? Do I allow myself to always look for hidden meanings? Should I shift my perceptions of this situation in order to see it in a new way? So it's kind of like the Hangman. This is like the Hangman in tarot. It could also be like the Four of Pentacles. You've come so far and you've done this work and you're out of balance, right? Or it could also be what, the Nine of Wands. Like, don't give up. Like, you're right there. Don't give up, and don't be your worst enemy. Like, don't self-sabotage yourself. Again, right? This is everything we're saying. Like, give yourself the credit. Like, let yourself be what you've been working so hard to be. Let yourself actually be it. You've become it and you don't know. You didn't realize. Or maybe you did, but you're scared of it. So I get it, it's scary, but it's way more awesome than it's scary, especially if you let yourself go through it. Okay. 17 mountains. 8. For every climb to the peak, there is the satisfaction of the descent back to the valley, to share the gift that has been experienced on the mountaintop. Okay. Empaths tend to experience steeper precipices of energetic and emotional experiences, each one at times seemingly insurmountable. Yeah, well, yeah. This, though, in itself creates more mountains to climb. Why is this not right? Empaths tend to experience steeper precipices of energetic and emotional experiences. Oh, right. Okay, so this is depression or anxiety or it's like quicksand, but you're the one sticking yourself in the quicksand. There's something outside happening that pushed you into the quicksand, but now you've become the quicksand and you've let that thing overtake you. And you're not realizing that there's a steel beam right above you that you can just totally hold on to, and you're not far enough in the quicksand that you're gonna be submerged. You feel me? But you on that path, so wake up, son. Okay? See this experience as a journey to a reward, that which adds to your energetic growth and achievements. Sometimes it's just about the journey. Sometimes the journey ends up being longer in order for you to arrive at your destination more fully equipped for your next adventure. Right. So again, divine timing, because it's a bit about being patient too, right? Right. So this is the 9 of Wands. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. So I feel like that's your right now. So we did where you're coming from and what's basically underlying everything for you, and then where you are presently. And this middle row, well, it's the middle row, so it's super significant in the reading, but I think it's also what you're going into or what you need to go in order to move forward. But we're going to see. I don't do a spread that's a predetermined spread. I just do it in the moment, and I'm still new at this, so sometimes I switch it up as I'm going, but this is what I'm feeling right now. Yeah, and it could be too that this last row over here on the right, well, this is not this one, also is something that needs to be done for the middle, but we'll figure that out. Okay, what one am I on? I am on the Witch's Oracle, which originally I was going to use these as clarifiers, and then as I was shuffling for that, it was nope, we want to be in the reading. So they're in the reading. Okay, so the bottom of the deck for this one, which is the underlying of this next phase, is Banshee. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what that's all about, son. Oh, I want to just show you the actual box. I love when decks come in dope boxes. Oh, I opened right up to it. Hey, okay. Is it only... Okay. The Banshee is a female spirit in Irish mythology, usually seen as an omen of death and a messenger from the otherworld. The Banshee is sometimes linked with the mystical race... Oh, I'm not going to get this right. Tuatha, Tuatha, D-Danan, D-E, little thing, Dannan, from where the fairy folk are descended. Banshees are heard more often than seen, wailing as they approach an abode in the late evening or early hours of the morning. So this is saying to me it's your subconscious. It's your like inner voice, like, hey. She will sometimes perch on a windowsill. It also is making me think of the Wheel of Fortune in tarot. She will sometimes perch on a windowsill 2 to 3 hours or even days before an impending death. Banshees also wail around natural forms such as trees, rivers, and stones. Okay, here's the meaning. There's an incantation with this too. Oh God, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. There's gonna be incantations with all of them. Okay. Although human death is inescapable, the foreknowledge of such an event does come with advantages. This not only applies to the finality of death, but also to life in general. The cry of the banshee is a warning. There's an obstacle, so it's the tower? Interesting, because I didn't feel that, but I guess it very obviously is. There's an obstacle coming up that you will soon need to clear out of your way. You already know what it is, but we're hoping it would just go away. It won't. But knowing what's ahead gives you a head start in taking care of it. Consider this card symbolic of the banshee's cry. You have been warned and now you must respond. Well, that is so dire sounding, but it doesn't feel that way. Your crystal gemstone is bloodstone. Bloodstone promotes strength, protection, and courage. When a problem arises, consider carrying this gemstone to embolden you so you can tackle the scenario head on. And here's the incantation. I heed the warning of the banshee's cry. This problem I must nullify. I have the foresight to see what's ahead and to solve the problem before it's widespread. Now, you do incantations 3 times. So, I heed the warning of the banshee's cry. This problem I must nullify. I have the foresight to see what's ahead and to solve the problem before it's widespread. I heed the warning of the banshee's cry. This problem I must nullify. I have the foresight to see what's ahead and to solve the problem before it's widespread. Okay, so that's what's underlying all this middle stuff. I would say you know what that is, but based on the reading that is your, like, this is like telling you right before you go over the edge into depression, or right before you go over the edge into a panic attack. You know what I mean? It's like the 10 of swords. Like you've been stuck, and because you're sticking yourself in this. That's what the swords are, right? They're self-imposed mental fucked up stuff. So that's what I'm reading that as, but it might resonate as something else with you too. Like it could be why you're that way. You know what I mean? Maybe this is like triggering memories, activating memories of things, of what happened to you, in order for you to look at that stuff like finally, so you can move through it and let it go, because it's holding you back from greatness. And also, it's okay. So the mountains, going back to this, that's about sharing what's at the top, right? So this is like part of your life purpose, is to share things, is to experience them and share your experiences in whatever ways that comes naturally to you. So just FYI. Okay, so first card of the 4, again, I asked for 1, is the Celtic Heart. Dopeness. So I'm seeing like 2 snakes conjoined. I'm seeing like, this just reminded me of like BDSM, like a harness. It could also be like a torso, pelvic region, and thighs, you know what I mean? And this is like an overpouring, but in union, you know what I mean? This is like maybe the Lover's card, so let's see what this is. Celtic Heart. Are these in alphabetical order? I love when they're in alphabetical order or have numbers, because that's why not? Sorry. I have this spam stuck on my calendar, and it's like porn spam, and it's so embarrassing. It just pops up all the time, and I can't figure out how to get it off. So if anyone knows how to get it off, just leave it in the comments. What? DM me. I don't know. I don't even know who's going to see this. Text me. No one's going to be able to get this. It's 45 minutes, and I'm still not even done. Okay. I need to drink water. Sorry, I know. Okay. Celtic heart. Hearts have always been used as a symbol to refer to the spiritual, emotional, and moral core of a human being, and are most commonly used as symbols representing love, which, as we all know, takes many forms. The Celtic heart is formed from one continuous line, representing the union of souls, individual continuity. Well, kudos to the artist. Okay, the Celtic heart is formed from one continuous line, representing the union of souls in a visual continuity, of continuing faith and love as one travels through the journey of life. So, I'm going to read more before I decide which tarot card I think it is. Meaning. Oh, excuse me. I burp often after I drink a lot of water fast. As we journey through our daily lives, we sometimes take for granted or pay no attention to the love that surrounds us. This includes love on the mundane level, from family, spouses, children, and friends, to the unconditional love of a pet, to the love we receive from our loved ones across the veil, and the love the universe sends our way. How am I going to say love from your family is mundane? I guess it could be, but it could also be dopeness. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need to stop and remind ourselves of the blessings we receive every single day in the form of the love that gives us the strength to carry on, that warms our hearts, is not the lovers, and energizes us. Place this card over your heart chakra in the center of your chest. This is the love center of our human energy system. Draw its energy into you. I'm not feeling this card. I'm sorry to the creators. Celtic heart rose quartz. Often considered to be the love stone, rose quartz opens your hearts to experience more love in your lives each day. If you feel a dearth of love, connect to this pink gem to draw more love into your life. I have a rose quartz pendant, and I have it on a really long leather cord so that it sits right here, right there in the middle of my heart chakra. And I wear it when I'm super heartbroken, sad. That's the only time I wear it, and it works. Incantation. Remember, 3 times. The touch of a hand, the smile on a face, the twinkle of an eye, a loving embrace. These are the feelings that help us to thrive, the small acts of love that keep us alive. The touch of a hand, the smile on a face, the twinkle of an eye, a loving embrace. These are the feelings that help us to thrive, the small acts of love that keep us alive. The touch of a hand, the smile on a face, the twinkle of an eye, a loving embrace. These are the feelings that help us to thrive, the small acts of love that keep us alive. Okay, so this is saying to me that this is like, you're detached. You're forgetting that you're one with everything, and you're forgetting how beautiful everyone and everything is. And you're so stuck in your something that you're taking everything around you for granted. You're taking advantage of it. You're not noticing it. It also could be like depression if you're depressed. You know what I mean? And you're starting to lose focus of that stuff. So that's how I'm reading this, is a calling back for you. So that's what we're saying over here, right? It's like accepting abundance, accepting positivity and love and blessings. And this is still saying the same thing, huh? It also could be saying like you need to meditate. Whatever you do that's meditative. That could be basketball. That could be running. That could be making furniture. That could be reading. That could be washing dishes. That could be walking. That could be swimming. It could be anything. It's something that usually involves movement, right? Because that's how your brain can meditate, because your focus is going on something. That's why I think people don't realize they're meditating, because they're moving. And when you like meditate, you don't move. But it's still the same thing. You feel me? Just different ways to do it. Because when you meditate and don't move, your focus is on your breathing. If you were driving, you can't focus on your breathing because you'll crash. You know what I mean? Like you have to put your attention and all of your senses to your breathing. Like you think of it like what it feels like between here, your nostrils and your upper lip, like what the air feels like. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So the next one is, well, this is psychic. Yeah, well, don't I already know that? Owl. Okay, so don't be blind. Don't be, what's the word? What tarot card would that be? I feel like it's important. Oh, could it be like the Four of Cups? In some ways. If you're thinking of a card, tell me what it is. Okay, the owl. During medieval times in Western and Central Europe, so that might be significant, that area. If that's resonating to you, then this is for you. There's something in here specifically for you. Okay, during medieval times in Western and Central Europe, it was fabled that owls were actually witches and wizards in disguise. To this day, the owl is considered a witch's familiar, sharing unique spiritual communication between each other, and even sharing the same secret powers of the night. The owl has graffiti. The owl has been deeply connected with magic, shamanism, and heightened senses throughout the ages. Some have thought of the owl as a cat with wings, as they share similar characteristics of personality. Oh, they're so cute. A cat with wings. Owls are pretty fucking cute. And they are super dope and also super magical and spiritual and psychic, because think Twin Peaks. Okay. Meaning, owls symbolize wisdom, the ability to see things that are hidden, omens, deception, observation, and total truth. It's reminding me of the moon card in tarot. That's how I define the moon card. Trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to what is going on in your world, and you will not only instinctively know what to do to solve those issues that have been weighing heavily on your mind, you will be able to see and bring about things that are yet to come. This is all saying the same thing, which is trust in yourself. And you got layers of self-doubt going on. You got layers of it. So this is helping you be aware of like how your layers are. However this has resonated in succession is during the reading for you, that's your layers. So now you're being open to like how you work. Feel me? So when something's happening, you can take it, peel it back to get to the root. Okay. Your gemstone crystal is iolite. Iolite. Iolite is considered a stone of the shaman's path. I think I have that. It helps you contact your spirit guides and helps you scratch the surface to see more than simply what a situation appears to be. ILA teaches you to embrace the unknown, and it encourages you to think outside the box. This is so the moon card in tarot. It could also be like the Three of Wands. I don't know why I'm saying that. No, because Three of Wands is like you have this passion and this fire that's fueling you. You've made a decision about where you're going and where you're headed, and you are on the route, and it's like you are right there. And some people read it as waiting, but I don't read it as waiting, like waiting on something. It's like you've bought your ticket and you're at the bus station and you're waiting for your bus to get there or for the train to get there. It's not like you're like back here and you haven't even bought the ticket yet. You feel me? You know where you're going, you've chosen it, and you're going forward. I don't know. Maybe you have a fire sign. You're a fire sign. So Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Okay, incantation. Great Owl, I trust in thee to unmask the things I cannot see. Give me the insight to fix what needs mending and bring about a happy ending. Oh, that's so cute. It's making me think of the Magician, too. Great Owl, I trust in thee to unmask the things I cannot see. Give me the insight to fix what needs mending and bring about a happy ending. Also the High Priestess, right? Great Owl, I trust in thee to unmask the things I cannot see. Give me the insight to fix what needs mending and bring about a happy ending. Right. Duh, I don't know why I didn't say High Priestess first, intuition. Well, because of the moon, because it's both. Okay, next one is Chalice. This is interesting, right? The flower on there and the wallpaper. Oh, yeah. So it's making me think of sacral chakra, like sexuality, because of the purple and the red. And that chalice is reminding me of fucking Catholic Church. And it's actually reminding me of the incense. I don't know why. Okay. I'm still in my workout clothes. Because I have to still do Pilates. All right. Chalice. If you guys are still here, yo, thank you. The fourth of the major tools of magic is the chalice. This vessel may be used for everyday drinking, but is usually reserved for occasions when it is felt necessary to pour libations to the gods or similar ritual use. A chalice can serve multiple purposes. It can be used as a focal point for meditation, and when you hold a chalice in both hands at eye level, it creates an atmosphere of magic. What? It's hilarious. I get it though, right? Like, I look like I'm about to do some magical shit right now. So it's like an offering, kind of, sort of taking everyday things and using them for their, seeing that there's more than one way to use them. Chalices are filled with liquid. Liquid holds no shape and is in a constant state of change. So water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Emotions are like water and are constantly changing from moment to moment. Emotionally, you've been sloshing around and coming very close to spilling over. It's time to steady yourself so that you can carry on and do all those things that need to be done. So the Four of Cups. Because you're out of balance. Crystal gemstone is aquamarine. Aquamarine is the quintessential stone of the water element. It helps to bring clarity and movement to the mind and emotions. Work with aquamarine when you seek greater mental, emotional balance. Okay, incantation. Both feet planted on the ground, there's no need to flop around. Calm and balanced will be the way to welcome in each brand new day. Both feet are planted on the ground. There's no need to flop around. Calm and balanced will be the way to welcome in each brand new day. So this is making me think of earth signs, like you're not grounded. You feel me? Like you're all shape-shifty, air, water, like fire, free, and you need to like be grounded. Both feet planted on the ground. There's no need to flop around. Calm and balanced will be the way to welcome in each brand new day. So your focus has gone somewhere and you're out of balance, right? Or these are warnings to not let those things happen. We might clarify this one. I feel like that so far that's like maybe the only one. And maybe the Celtic heart, but I don't know. Okay, this next one reminds me of Christmas, or like also a funeral. Magical candles. The light is like mesmerizing where the flame is, and also where the highlights are on the flowers. I'm seeing the leaf ones too, but it's really this gold color that's sticking out to me. So if that means anything. The dancing flame of a candle represents the element of fire and has been used as a witch's tool for centuries. Candles can absorb your personal energy and then release that energy as they burn. I did not know that. I just know I like candles, and I know I should, like intuitively, but I didn't know that was what was happening. Candle magic is a simple and very powerful form of sympathetic magic and has been in existence for many centuries. Oh, I'm thinking of this kind of sex play that's wax with wax. There's like a wax sex play. It's kind of, I feel like it's intense. I don't remember. I haven't done it, but I remember I looked it up. I like came across it once. Okay. All right, where was I at? We all start our experience with candle magic at an early age with the birthday cake. Yes, we do. We were told to close our eyes, make a wish, and blow out the candles. And while today may not be your birthday, you have been granted a wish to make. Light a candle, concentrate on what you want, and let the flame of your intent burn. Anything is possible right now if you want it badly enough. So this is like the magician, because it's about manifestation. I also feel like it's like Eight of Wands, like communication. Like maybe you really need to communicate with someone. And this is telling you, you can do it. Like trust in yourself. And if this is a person who, like when you communicate with them, it's been difficult. Maybe they make you feel unstable, insecure, that you've done all the work and you don't need to be worried about that. You can stand in your balance, stand in your rooted self, stand in your truth. Yeah, that's what we're saying too, right? Make it all true. And this is saying like don't lose your balance, stay grounded. That's how we handle everything the best. You know what I mean? That's why like sleeping enough and hydrating enough and eating a balance of all types of foods, because food is fuel, is all really important. And also the mental things you have to do, like getting in nature, like whatever. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Incantation. Wait, did I read okay, my bad. Your gemstone is garnet. My first engagement ring was a garnet. It was a vintage ring, and it was that shape. It's not, what shape is that? That shape, I think. Garnet with little tiny diamonds. It was pretty. So maybe this has something to do with relationships. Maybe you're trying to manifest a relationship and you've been scared and self-doubting and like actually manifesting, you're sabotaging it, self-sabotaging it because you've been in your fears. And this is saying, be pure of heart, be grounded and be pure of heart. Not a mind manifestation, not something you want with your mind, something that your heart center. And don't attribute heart to emotions and thinking. Like, it's your energetic feelings, it's your knowing of where your truth is. You feel me? You all know it. You all got it. Okay. Did I read this? Sorry, I'm also high, but you know, I'm also channeling, so whew. Okay, red garnets have a warm, fiery energy that fuels our passions and desires, and their crystal structure helps to anchor our needs and wants into the physical plane. They are perfect tools for all kinds of manifestation. Work with garnet to ground and focus your magical work. Oh, that's dope. Dope. I actually was just thinking about that ring last night, because I was thinking about wearing one of my engagement rings or wedding. I'm divorced. I was married twice to the same person. Whatever. Okay, so I have 2 wedding rings and 2 engagement rings. My first wedding band was $5. So whatever. So that's whatever. Anyway, I was thinking about it because I was thinking about recommitting to myself. So maybe this could be about your relationship with yourself. I mean, it's definitely about that, but it could be that too, that you're rebuilding your connection with the source or the spirit, you know, the one, or you're just opening up to it. Could be either one of those. Okay, so that's the end of these, and I'm kind of glad. Bet you are too. And now we're on the last line, which is from a brand new deck that I just got yesterday, and it's dope. And it is the Spellcasting Oracle cards. Bam, bam. Right? It's dope. The damn glare, man. Okay. Got 3 cards for this. So the first one is psychic abilities. Third eye, crown, boom, boom. So you're going through an awakening, or you're about to, or or it's a reminder. But I feel like more, because this whole reading is about new, like things being new, that's what this is. It's telling me to look at it closer. Hold on a second. All these little things going on around her. Oh, it says Aquarius on there. What? Okay, I am old, 49, and I can't see so great. What the Andromeda. It says Andromeda. Perseus. Cool. I'm only reading the ones that are sticking out to me, so it was those. Aquarius, Andromeda, and Perseus. P-E-R-E-S-U-S. P-E-R-S-E-U-S. So, if any of those things resonate to you, look them up. Maybe you are an Aquarius, or you're dealing with an Aquarius. Are we in the age of Aquarius? I don't really know astrology like that yet, or I don't know if I ever will. Okay, psychic abilities from the Spellcasting. Are these bitches not in alphabetical order? No, they are. Thank God. Okay, you're experiencing a great shift in your personal energy, and what you once found attractive no longer appeals to you as your sensitivity increases. Ha! You are leveling up. You are leveling up, so that means that you leaving some people in the dust. And then not necessarily rude, but like maybe some of them, fuck them, right? But your frequency is up here now. And anybody below that, they're going to get left in the dust because you can't connect. Can't connect. Everything that you're feeling is entirely natural, for it's your wish and desire to evolve spiritually that has brought about these changes in you. So you've manifested it, whether you knew it or not. As you connect with your angels and guides, practice meditation, say daily prayers, and live your truth, your vibrational frequency raises to match that of which you now seek. The psychic phenomena you've experienced is real. It's time to trust in the subtle messages of the spirit as new spiritual doorways open to awaken your psychic abilities. Yes, bitches. Yes. Yes. Go ahead, queen. Go ahead, king. Go ahead, royalty. Go ahead, captain. Go ahead. You did this work. You called this in. You did this work. This can only happen if you do the work. And that's what all this is about, right? Don't forget all this progress you've made and all the work you've made, all the work you've done. Okay. Spell incantation. Oh, God. Oh, it's so long. I'm not saying these 3 times. You guys are just going to have to pause it and say it, okay? If you want to do it. God damn it. This is really long. That's why I'm not going to, because there's 3 cards, yo, in my throat. It's like been an hour and 11 minutes. Stand with upstretched arms to the full moon at midnight on a Monday. And say, like, what? I think you probably do it anytime, but it's probably most potent, though, that time. But we're like, what if, whatever. Okay. I call down the moon on this fine night with loving heart and open sight. Mystical moonlight stream through third eye, visions to have, mirrors to scry. Open my ears that I might hear whispers of spirit so loving and clear. My heart doth expand so that I may heal. Empathy flows, message to feel. Inviting my crown to open wide, clear cognizance stirs deep inside. Okay. Spiritual connection upon midnight hour. I now fully claim my psychic power. Okay. Accept your enhanced psychic gifts by saying, gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. So you don't have to say these things, but these are just examples, and they're things you should be aware of, and you can translate them into whatever works for you and resonates with you. So it's really about gratitude. It's about doing the work, calling some stuff in, being aligned with yourself and spirit. The only way you could do this is if you are aligned with spirit and the one. It doesn't work otherwise. And I hear some of you saying that, yes, it does, but let's see how long that lasts for. You can call things in and do it from a base of greed, but that's only going to last so long, and it's going to do it until you burn out and you learn your lesson. You feel me? This is different. This is like stuff that's going to be stable. Once you hit this, you don't go backward. You know what I mean? You have evolved. Okay. Magical meanings. Trust your psychic gifts. Join a circle to open up your spiritual communication. So maybe some of you are looking for other people like you. I know I am. A clairvoyant confirms the answers you seek. Your intuition is correct. This is your path. Okay. That's pretty self-explanatory. I'm still wondering if we need to clarify. I think I might still do that if I remember. We'll see. It's so long. Okay. Second card is grieving And this 100% reminds me of a photograph because there's so much sun flare and backlighting going on. And it's like the depth of field is wide open aperture because everything is blurry except for some, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty. And speaking of wide open. Okay. Grieving. There's 3 people on this card. And one is consoling the other, and the other, I think, is maybe the memory of the person that is lost, has been lost. Whoop! It just flew and landed on the owl. Okay, I'm going to keep it there. Remember, the owl was your intuition, right? And the moon. Let's see if it goes together. This is so fun. I hope it's not completely torturous or torturous for you, whoever's watching this, if anyone ever can, because I don't even know if I can get this off of my phone. Okay, grieving. You're experiencing a great loss right now. So when you vibe up, the old shit that's not on your frequency, not on your level, it's out. You losing it. Oh, I relate to this, man. Hardcore. And I'm out of that stage now where I was stuck in the quicksand, because the depth, the weight of the sadness of losing what was so special to you was so intense. It took me almost two years. In like 5 days, it'll be 2 years, or yeah, something like that, since my breakup. And I'm just coming out of it. Okay. I'm going to start over because I only read the first line. And I'm not going to stop in the middle and talk to you. You're experiencing a great loss right now, and so it's important to acknowledge your grief through the drops of your tears. Allow them to flow freely, to cleanse away your wounded emotions as you nurse a broken heart. Whether you've tragically lost a loved one or something's come to an end, the unbearable pain is more than you can cope with, and you're not sure how you can carry on. So this is like the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Swords in tarot. However, know that your prayers have been heard in your honor of need. Slowly, your heart will begin to knit together the fragments that have been scattered, and eventually you'll feel whole again. Spell incantation. I'm not going to really talk. I don't feel like I need to. But if you want me to relate it to the reading, yeah, I think it's just about this reading is like your cycle, like your timeline, trajectory. It's like a trajectory of where you started and how you're growing and where it's going and what's going to happen on the way. You know what I mean? If you follow it all in order, you'll get to this ending, which looks dope, but I don't know. We'll get there in a second. Okay, here's the incantation, which I am not saying 3 times. Here we go again with the kooky directions. I'm sorry if I'm insulting. I'm not Wiccan. I'm not anything. I don't identify with anything. I'm parts of many things and everything. If I'm disrespecting Wiccans or I don't mean it, I apologize, and just let me know, and I will make sure I don't do that again. Okay, face west. I'm sorry. This is goofy. My God. Okay. Face west on a Monday at dusk during a waning gibbous moon. Light a black and a pink candle. Hold a smoky quartz crystal and say, actually, I understand all of this. I get it. It just seems really silly, even to me, and this is my world. I'm just not any label. Okay. Let tears of grief on crystal spill. Hold it to heart. Breathe and be still. Picture dear loved one within clear mind, memories, emotions together entwined. Pink candle of love, burn till the morrow. Black candle lit, eliminates sorrow. Banishing heartache, anguish and pain, allow in the love that was once shared again. Aww. So don't hold off your grieving. Don't push it away. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're just gonna hurt yourself, and you're gonna prolong everything, and you're gonna make it harder on yourself and whoever you're dealing with. Make it harder on everyone. You don't have to jump all the way to the end. Just take baby steps, you know? Okay, and if you've just lost someone, I'm really sorry. Place the tear-soaked, smoky quartz between the two candles, allowing them to burn down until after midnight, and say, gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. And the magical meanings for grieving are eternal love shines bright forever. Visit a bereavement counselor. Someone's giving you grief. A deceased loved one is trying to connect. Okay. Open your heart. A new start beckons. We have like all over the new start, right? A deceased loved one is trying to connect. That could go right in with the psychic abilities, right? And to not be afraid of it. It is freaky and crazy. You feel crazy, but you're not. Okay. So our last card is life purpose, which immediately makes me think of the world card in tarot, but we'll see. We'll see. It's like union. That's what it's making me think of. And those three orbs are like the Trinity. It's a being, body, mind, spirit, right? All in alignment, in proper harmony, alignment. And this like being in union with someone or something or yourself, you're a perfect mirror. And you're both, see the red, whatever color that is, and purple, right? Orange, yellow, red, white, purple, white, blue, whatever. Head and heart, cold and warm, everything in harmony, everything in perfect harmony. Okay, let's see what it says. You have an important life purpose, and it's time to stop playing it safe. You've always felt different and special, but life has just got in the way. That goes back to this one, right? Even though you felt a calling, you're not actually sure what it is you're meant to do. I get that. The light of your inner knowing beckons you to take the steps to embark on a new task while embracing a positive attitude. As the sun comes out to greet you, it highlights the path you're to take. There may be diversions along the way, but each is designed to fuel you with the gift of experience that your soul requires in order for you to complete your mission. So this is reminding me very much of the Fool card. What I think the Fool card is, all of that. You're starting on a new journey, and you can only start on that because you're balanced and you just went through all this stuff and you've awakened, and now you're beginning. Like here you are, you're ready, you're taking it on. And it's also the world, because an old cycle is complete and it's ended, and you are starting the new one. You are starting the new one. Kudos to y'all. Yes. See where you're going? You're on the right path. You are on the right path. Don't doubt yourself, okay? Keep doing all the good things that you're doing. Keep doing them. Keep increasing the good things, okay? And let your grief come through and keep working on it. Okay. The incantation is place a labradorite crystal, paper, and pen in front of you. Raise your arms up to the moon during a full moon phase on a Sunday and say, call down the moon to reflect the sun, invoking a life spell that can't be undone. I kind of don't know if I want to read this. I have feelings about spells. A path that glitters to be revealed, Focus and follow, for fate has been sealed. Labradorite for deep scrutiny. Seek and unlock the truth to be free. Destiny's signposts now point the way. Life purpose embraced. Go seize it today. Now write down all that you wish to be and place the list under the crystal, saying, gratefully I accept the magic of you, to protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so motivate me. The magical meanings are: a spiritual experience changes your view, trust your intuition, a new venture beckons, consider your options carefully, seek adventure, embrace your life to the full. I just realized that I never did the underlying for this one, which is boundaries. Okay, so immediately I'm seeing this is an infinity symbol. And the fire. Crown chakra, heart chakra. Okay, let's see. I should have read it first, and I know this is a little backward, but I want to make sure you have everything in the reading. This is so long, this video. You've been taken for a ride again. People do like taking advantage of you, don't they? The problem is that you like to please people, and so you avoid letting them down and pander to their requests. You have a kind soul and would do anything for anyone. It's a beautiful gesture, and you genuinely want everybody to be happy, but at what cost? I feel like you're an earth sign. If your own wants and needs are being ignored, then always putting others first means that you're not valuing yourself. When you say yes to others, make sure that you're not saying no to yourself. Stay in your heart center. Eventually, you'll feel worn down, trodden on, and resentful. It's time to be assertive and put boundaries in place. So I feel like that could be like the Five of Wands, Seven of Wands. So it's some kind of protection, right? Yeah, that's what it's saying. That's the underlying for the psychic abilities, the grieving, and the life purpose. So you're going through some kind of heartbreak, right? Obviously, from something and someone who has completely let you down in your eyes. They've completely, maybe you feel like you had boundaries and they just pretended they didn't know they were there. I mean, that's pretty much what everybody does anyway, right? Sometimes love can make you blind to things, or I wish I could scratch that and take that out. I'm going to stop that tangent. Okay. We'll just do the incantation. Hold a piece each of rope and elder wood as you face north at dusk under a dark moon on a Saturday, and say, limits reached, boundaries crossed, advantage taken, respect lost. Standing strong upon the earth, elder to spell to rebirth. Wrap the rope around the wood, binding two words, yes and should. Releasing any obligation. Oh, there's something else about obligations, right? With your heart feeling obligated. Banishing all exploitation. Divide and part. Now draw the line. Boundaries placed. My life is mine. Purposefully draw a line with the roped wood in the earth in front of you and say, gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. Magical meanings. You like to relieve people of burdens rather than impose. You are not a burden. You are enough, and you are worthy of help and support and being seen and validation. Saying no empowers you. If it's something that is over is draining you, is withdrawing more than it's depositing, it empowers you to say no. And it's okay for you to say no. And you should say no. And you need to say no for yourself. And you'll say no when you're ready. See your demands from another's point of view. Boundaries ensure respect and understanding. Okay. I don't know if we really need to clarify these Celtic heart and magical candles, because I feel like it's pretty obvious. But I'm just going to see, then this is from the Energy Oracle cards. I'm just going to see if there is anything. Okay. Okay. Community in reverse came out for the Celtic heart. Number 7. Okay. So I think this is already, I think you probably already know what this is, right? So it could be about that the community around you is not have your best interests in mind, and it could be that you're taking advantage and taking for granted the community around you and the love that's around you, and you're not giving it proper reverence and regard and respect because you're not in a place where you're doing that for yourself. But let's see, connection with kindred spirits, or maybe I'm just totally wrong. Okay, this card reverse indicates feelings of isolation and perhaps loneliness. There may have been a recent disconnect with old associations or even a dissolution of some wider partnership. This may result in feelings of loss and grief, but take heart. This is not what I was saying, I don't think. It's often the case that as you shift your energy into a higher vibration, you may find that you no longer resonate with old acquaintances the way you used to. Okay, so that's an interesting thing. So maybe you're not paying attention, and maybe you're taking things for granted. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's because your vibration highered and you didn't really realize it. And so they're low vibe and they're bringing you down. Could be that. If that is the case, it may be time to move on to more resonant associations. Let yourself network in ways that reflect your higher intentions. Meditation groups, classes, book clubs, and the like are all places you may meet new acquaintances that are in closer harmony to you. It may take some conscious effort on your part, but now is the time to reconnect, network, and gain the sense of support that you are looking for. Affirmation. I open my life to the wonderful people around me. I am making strong and beneficial connections in both my personal and professional life. Okay, so that pretty much goes to everything else, right? Letting things in. I'm tired, yo. It's been an hour and a half. All right, we're going to do magical candles and see if the cards, the spirit has anything to say. Okay. I pretty much only take flippers, and they have to flip over my thumb because sometimes they flip under and I won't take those. Okay, so what came out was, this is for magical candles, which I don't remember what magical candles was, but I guess I can look that back up. Victory, 28. 8 plus 2 is 10, or 1. 10 is completion, though. Victory, okay. So was magical candles manifesting, right? Is that what it was? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's about focusing your energy to manifest what you want, right? Okay, victory. Success, achievement. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory wreath in acknowledgement of your achievement. Success is on its way, and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievement may be a great outer success, or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy the sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there may still be inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. Okay, so that's showing that you've called it in and you did it because you a badass bee. Yes. And it's also like the Six of Wands. Affirmation. I'm achieving great things within myself and in the world. I see myself as a success in many wonderful ways, even now. Okay. So there you go. Congratulations on your journey and all your hard work. And maybe you're a person whose ascension only happens through pain. And that does not have to be a depressing realization, because like I said earlier, the levels of pain will diminish. You won't need it to be so deep in order to wake you up if you keep working on yourself and growing yourself and accepting yourself and staying in alignment and all those things. Okay, thank you for listening and watching. 1 hour and 36 fucking minutes long. Okay, bye.